Are you currently stuck in your personal life? Are you lonely? Has it been a while since you have felt the touch of a woman, the caress of her hand, the scent of her body against you, gazed at her beautiful skin, her beautiful eyes, her lustrous hair? Does this all feel like a distant memory to you? Or maybe it's never happened. Or maybe you've only got with troglodyte troll women who never really did it for you to begin with. And you're trying to figure things out. You're trying to find a way forward. The years are ticking by and you're looking for something satisfying, something that excites you, something that thrills you. The woman of your dreams who embodies your perfect ideal woman. But you've got a few problems. You've got one big problem, is you don't know where to start. You're not succeeding. You have not been succeeding. And you don't know where to go. You don't know what to do. In this video, my brother, I'm going to outline 3 big areas you're going to need to address. 3 big areas you're going to need to address in order to move forward, in order to start getting dates, in order to start getting yourself opposite beauty, getting yourself in the vicinity of these beautiful women, actually having dates with them and actually having some success and actually building a good personal life, yeah, and building the life that you actually want, whatever kind of life that is going to look like. The number one issue you're going to have to address is leads, getting a higher number of high quality leads. If you don't have any leads, you don't have any dates. If you don't have any dates, you don't have any options. Okay, if you don't have options, you're not moving forward, are you? So the number one thing you need to address is more leads. As an absolute minimum, and this is baseline, total baseline beginner, you need to be getting 10 new numbers a month. 10 new numbers a month. Okay, because not all of them are going to materialize into dates. Out of those 10, probably 2 or 3 will materialize into dates. If it's a good month, maybe more than that. But you need to increase your lead volume. Okay, obviously we're talking about beautiful women, but just for the sake of making it make sense, which we'll refer to it as leads. Ideally, I'd actually like you to get more or less 10 leads a week. So that's 40 leads a month. When you have that kind of volume, very, very quickly, you'll be getting yourself in front of lots of beautiful girls, you'll be on lots of dates, and you'll begin to be the selector. You'll be the one choosing based on, what do I like physically? What kind of personality do I like? What energy do I like? And you're going to be the one in the driver's seat, and you're going to be able to have that bespoke situation exactly as you want it. So how do we solve this? If we need to get more leads, well, you need to be getting yourself out in front of women, moving things forward on a more regular basis. You need to be going out, approaching, stopping the girl, having a chat, getting the number, setting up a date and getting the number. You need to be doing this on a much more regular basis. So as a minimum, you should be going out each Saturday, and you should be getting 2-3 numbers each Saturday or Sunday, each weekend. That'll add up to 10-12 numbers a month. That is an absolute minimum baseline just to keep just kind of vaguely in the game. In my opinion, in my experience, it needs to be more like 10 per week. Okay, so what that means is being active at the weekends, probably Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and then maybe once in a week as well. It's not that much. You only need to go out for an hour or two, and you should pick up some numbers if you actually have this skill set. Okay, so leads, first of all, you need to address this. Number 2, location. Okay, you will not fish a beautiful exotic barracuda in this little river, this little stream here. Okay, it's not going to happen. Why? Because it's the wrong location. It's the wrong location. If I want the exotic fish, I need to go to the Amazon, right? So your location is crucial. You cannot outgame a shit location. And what does this mean in practicality? It means if you live in the village, brother, you're gonna have to move out of the village. You are going to have to move out of the village. Don't fight this. Don't say, oh, but this, that, the other, my work. It can all be arranged. You need to move out of the village, because otherwise you're not going to move forward with this. You're going to be so limited in your area. So I'd say as a minimum, you want to be in a city of about 500,000. You can actually do well in a city of 500,000. I'd prefer north of 1 million is ideal, but 500,000 is absolute minimum baseline. Okay, so you can do cold approaching and do very well in places like, you know, Manchester, Liverpool, Bristol, all these places around the UK. But you don't want to go any smaller than those types of cities, really. If you're in a village of 50,000, just move, basically. And again, as a minimum, if you can't do that straight away, start taking trips. I know guys who got extremely good at this, who started taking trips every weekend for 3-4 months, got really good, started to get loads of options together. So if you are in a small place, get yourself somewhere decent, get out of the village. That's number 2, that's location. Number 3 is brotherhood. Brotherhood, bratva, fraternidad. Yeah? Brotherhood. This is an ingredient that is missing for so many guys. Cold approach, whether it's daytime or it's nighttime, is actually a team sport. It's actually a team sport. You will be 5x more effective if you have one wing alongside you who is good, okay? And if you've got a few boys around as well, so much the better. Then you can start doing some crazy stuff together. But brotherhood is so important in this. You start going out on the regular, and if you've got no support, no one knows you're doing this, you're just going out alone, you can get fried and frazzled pretty quickly. First of all, daytime is difficult to do full stop, especially as a beginner. It's easier as you become more experienced, but as a beginner it's very difficult. Secondly, it will start to feel like a drain and a drag. Okay, as the weekends go by, at a certain point it's got to start to be fun. You've got to actually start to enjoy yourself doing it, and the key to that is to actually have the brotherhood. Okay, so I am part of basically a crew of guys who are super into cold approach, an international crew of guys who are super into cold approach. We do virtual wing sessions, and we do meetups as well. When I was in the nighttime scene, I mean, I was always with people all the time. I was never going out to do night game alone. Never ever did that. Okay, I was always with people. So it's so important. And as I say, you will just burn out if you're doing it alone. You need that sense of camaraderie, that reassurance, that it is emotional support. You know, not to be a pussy about this, but you do need that emotional support. Like, you know, you have an approach which goes badly or whatever. You know, if you're with your mates, it's just easier to laugh off. I mean, it is very, very easy to laugh off if you're with your mates. Or, you know, you can consult back and forth with friends, and you just know that you've got that emotional anchor, you've got that social anchor to go back to. So fraternidad, brotherhood, is so important in this. So these are the 3 key issues you need to address to get your dating life back on track: leads, location, and brotherhood. Okay, leads, location, and brotherhood. Let's get those addressed. Let's sort those out, boys. So if these issues apply to you, ask yourself what kind of situation you're in right now. Just have a clear look at your situation right now. Are you feeling bloody lonely? Yeah? If you're being honest with yourself. Yeah? Are you just trying to ignore this problem? Are you just, I don't know, are you just burying yourself in other things? You're spending all your time in the gym, you're spending all your time at work, maybe you're drinking, maybe you're smoking weed, whatever it is you're doing, you're starting to get into bad habits. You know, have you tried swiping away on the old Tinder, looking for Tinderella, only to find that just nothing's happening, man? And we all know what's going on with that application. Yeah, the 5%, we all know that bullshit, right? And also, would you even want to meet your future wife on an app? Yeah, would you want to? Is that what you want to tell your children, right? Or do you want to, you know, to say to your son, oh yeah, daddy met mommy when he saw her, you know, sauntering by in the street, and he just thought she was so beautiful he had to go and say hello. Is that the hero story you want to tell your son? Or do you want to just say, oh yeah, you know, I swiped 700 times on Tinder, and eventually a girl she's kind of all right. I mean, I just need to fuck, basically. And then you came out the other end of that. Is that what you want for your son, for your daughter? Come on, right? So we know the apps are bullshit. DMing people, passive fucking bullshit, right? That's not what you want. You want to get out there and you want to chase, you know deep down what you want to do. You know deep down what you want to do. And those things I said, the gym, drinking, overworking, etc., etc. Maybe you're going out to see prostitutes. Maybe you're just resorting to Netflix and porn. Deep down, you know what you need to do. It's just a question of a lack of understanding, a lack of knowledge. As I say, a lack of leads, location, and brotherhood. These are the things that we need to address. So maybe you're suffering right now with this stuff. Maybe it's painful to you. Maybe you're trying to numb yourself. But I would say, if this is painful, if you are suffering, good. If this is painful and you are suffering, good. This is a very good thing, because this is not normal. This is not a normal situation, okay? So we're fighting to make sure guys essentially get themselves into a better situation. And the worst thing you can do, the worst, if nothing else from this video hits you, let this hit you. The worst thing you can do is just lay down and die with this bullshit. Just lay down and die and just accept it. That is the worst possible thing you can do. Okay, so do not accept that from yourself, right? Do not accept that from yourself. Suffer away, moan away, feel that pain, feel that suffering, feel that loneliness, because that's going to kickstart you. It's actually going to get you to take some action. So, with that rant over, I am the Wing Bro. Okay, I am Joseph, I'm the Wing Bro. My purpose on this channel is to talk about dating, mating, relationships. It's actually to give you some clear strategies and some clear examples of how you can actually move yourself forward and how you can actually get the life you want. You can actually see that sultry vixen of your dreams walking past, right? You stop, you turn around, you go talk to her, you get a number, etc., etc. Hey, and you go and do the same thing again 10 minutes later, and then another 10 minutes later, and before you know it, you're starting to feel really different about your dating life. Yeah, it does take some skill, it takes some it definitely initially it takes some courage, and it's just one of those things. You have to be able to eat some shit sometimes, but as time goes on, you know, you learn the techniques, you learn the mindsets, and it becomes a lot easier. So you already know what a good life is. That call you feel inside you when you see the girl go past, you see her jog right past you here in her spandex, right? You see her beautiful skin, her luscious hair, you see it all, right? That call that you see and you feel inside you, you feel it inside you, you ignore it, you turn away, you just ignore it, rationalize it away. Why didn't I do anything? Oh, I didn't know what to do. The call comes back again. I'm gonna go back this way because there's people doing works there. But the call comes back again. The next one that walks past, and then the next one at the shop, and the next one in the supermarket. And that call never goes away, and nor should it. Nor should it. That is the call of nature. That is your very essence inside you telling you what to do. You already know what to do here. You already know what you want to do. You just need some strategies and just some basic techniques and some camaraderie to get you on the right path. So all of the information is inside you. That desire is there inside you, okay? You can suppress it all you want, but it is not going anywhere. You are gonna have to address it at some point. And let me tell you boys, once you get to the other side of this, things change, man. You feel different. You feel different. I know before I actually started to get, well, I did all the nighttime stuff. I've almost only ever done real life approach for my whole life. I started going to clubs at 15, became a club promoter at 30. I've always mostly been in person apart from the pandemic. Once I actually crossed the threshold of being able to do this during the daytime as well, It's only after getting to that point where I really felt in my soul, hey, you know what? I really can take it or leave it now. I'm good, because I know on any given day I can go out and I can make things happen. I'm not waiting for an opportunity, I'm making an opportunity. So actually, now's the first time I can almost just relax in a way. I know it's sorted. This area is sorted. It's about 6-7 months ago I started to really make some content, because I knew I'd actually crossed over into a new realm and that this issue was sorted. Yeah, and you know, I'm just one guy. How many women can I even get, and how many, frankly, do I even want, right? My job now is to help other guys get across this threshold. So my brothers, my bratva, mis hermanos, I have metamorphosed here at the end of this video. It's certainly a lot chillier today, windier, chillier here in Blighty. But I wanted to come back in at the end of the video basically just to let you know about the solutions I have for these issues, the solutions and the service that I have for these issues. So I'm Wingbro, I'm here to serve, brother. And I know what it's like going through this process. Even as independent as I am, I had to still go and get help for this process, especially at the beginning. And I've had support the whole way through my own process, transferring over from nighttime approach to daytime over the last couple of years. So I've now created my own service, Wingbro, and it's basically, there are two options. You've got a virtual immersion, call that Ignition. That's a month-long immersion where we go out and we do virtual winging together. It's pretty cool. I've been doing it with quite a few friends of mine, and it's very cool. It's very effective. And the other program is an in-person immersion as well. So if either of those things sound interesting, book a call and I can let you know a few more details. And yeah, I want to speak to people who are actually, you know, they know this is something they want to work on. They know this is something they want to get better at, essentially. If you're a kind of, you know, person who just likes the idea of this but never actually wants to get out there and do it, that's absolutely fine. Just watch my videos for entertainment. But if you are someone who really wants to go take the next step and actually kind of make it in this sphere, then those are the people I want to hear from. Because yeah, first of all, we trade together, we get you sorted, we get you up and running, then we get you up, you know, with the girlies, then you know, you get your nice beautiful girlfriend, your beautiful wife, and we go from there, my brothers. We go from there. Yeah, first comes the cold approach, then comes the ladies, then the sky's the limit. Yeah, then we start to really form the brotherhood and we really get rolling. Yeah, oh, it's not just going to stop on cold approach. No. Then we really start to get rolling. Yeah, then we start making the money, and then we start buying up a private island off the coast of Panama and establishing a new civilization. Yeah, a new civilization. It's going to take humanity into the 21st, 22nd centuries. Yeah, we're going to call it. It's going to be based on ancient Athens, and we're going to call it Brothenia. Yeah, this is the end game, my brothers. So yes, if you're interested in this, let me know. But let's take it one step at a time. Let's get you up and running. Let's get your personal life going first of all. There's that, you know, that's just such an important part of a man's life, and I know I can help. So yeah, if you're interested in taking the next step, book a call and let's talk. This is Wingbro. Have an absolutely smashing, absolutely unbelievably sick, amazing weekend, boys. And if you are going out to approach, there are children there, so I don't want to say this, but go and absolutely smash the tits off your city, boys. This is Wingbro, over and out.